Hello, fellas. How are we? How are we doing today? I hope you're doing all right. I'm doing good. I hope you enjoyed the elevator music or whatever music it was. To be honest, I don't really know what you'd call it. To be honest, would you? Maybe elevator music, non-copyright music. I don't have the standings for you, and I'll tell you why. JT was on holiday this week. I don't actually know where he was, but it was a beach somewhere. He showed me a picture. He was on a beach somewhere. So he's not been getting round to do the graphics, and I didn't really fancy myself at doing the graphics today because it just wasn't my. When like you're gifted a skill. Art wasn't my thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just wasn't my thing. So you've not got any graphics. And I'm here for it. I hope we have a good race, lads. I think Bonga were leading last week, or... Oh. Hang on. We're getting back in. Yeah, so we've had no graphics this week, but we're all good. It's all good. And we'll go from there, lads. We'll go from there. It should be a good race. It should be a good race. Abu Dhabi. We've not had Abu Dhabi on the calendar since the last race of season 3, if you remember. I don't remember it. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't remember. Should let me know, to be fair, I could have whipped a few up. I don't think he's calculated it, Grumpy, that's what I mean. I don't think he's calculated it. If I'm being honest with you, fella. Because we had 17 tickets. I think it was 17 or 15 tickets. It was something stupid anyway. So we have upped the damage this week. I don't know if you knew. I don't know if you told your drivers or whatnot. Unless Coda didn't do it. Yeah, standard. There you go. Damage rate. Hopefully that stops people being absolute idiots. 17, Adrian. I believe it. Yeah, it was 17. Between tier 1 and tier 2. It was insane, mate. It was absolutely insane. We had a safety car last week in tier 2. Drivers hadn't even got to turn 1 before the safety car came out. The drivers who were like P17, P18, P19, P20, the safety car already came out by the time they got to turn 1. And, it's not great, fella. I'm not going to lie to you. We've had 2 people disconnect already. That's good. Louis' Academy, he's doing big 2s. As in Louis W17, this fella. Are ETE using main team drivers or age? Is that what you're trying to tell me, son? Well, we'll keep an eye on him. Well, keep an eye on him, because he is the first driver out on track setting with a hot lap, so we'll see how he gets on, Rage. If he is actually a main team driver, I don't know. I'm just going off what Mr. Rage says. Rage could be saying anything to me. But yeah, Mr. Louis W17, don't really know. Not going to lie to you. There's a couple of drivers in that I don't really know. Fox Blue. I swear he was given a ban. Wait. I swear he was given a ban of some sort. Can someone check the tier reports from round 3 and tell me if Fox Blue was given like a ban? I swear he was. Or maybe I'm tripping. That's confused me, that has. I thought he was... No? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, Mr. Louis looks like a pretty clean lap, to be honest. Can't really complain. No teamwork happening for him, and Alfa Romeo moves out the way. That might be Mr. Jobbo. Oh, Jack Mac. Jack Mac has just started. No, it was Jobbo moves out the way. So anyway, Louis is coming around the final turn. To the line he comes. And the time to beat is a 23.3. Dammy is going to come to the line now, and he goes into P2 with a 24.4. You've got Clever just halfway through his lap. You've got Wee Callum A late arrival to T12 esports team. You see how he gets on. Jobbo just starting his lap here. Jamie on the mediums comes to the line, goes P3, 24.7. Jack Mack though, one of the drivers to keep an eye on. A consistent performer in Tier 2. You'd expect them to be near the top end. Wild Storm goes into P2 with a 23.7. Blunty and Hecky got banned. Thank you, Grumpy. I appreciate it. So, yellow flags. Looks like one of the Ferraris might have gone off. Scar just slowing down. I don't know if Scar just stopped on the racing line there. He might have done anyway. We've got drivers coming around the final corners. And Clever is one of them drivers coming around the final corner. So, Mr. Clever on his way to the line now, and he is going to set a 23.5. Goes into P2. Tommy Reel, that's another driver I know. Crikey. Tommy Reel was definitely in Season 1 of SEC. Defo. I think he was. I remember him when I used to drive, and I just got a feeling he was. So anyway, we're going to watch the last of Tommy Reel's lap, because why not? He's into Sector 3 now, probably where you gain all your time really, Sector 3 and Sector 2. Sector 1, it's 3 corners, you're not really going to gain or lose your time. Jobby goes into P1, they were 23.2, and Tommy Reel goes into P7 with 23.7. So times are starting to filter. Now you've got Scar into Sector 1, he's on a lap. You've got Adrian also now entering Sector 3, and his split time is a 52.9. We'll compare that to Jobbo, and then we'll go back down to him. Jobbo did a 17.4, 13, so he did a 52.8. So Adrian here into Sector 3 here is, we've got Mr. Rip Mum has joined. Rest in peace. I don't know who that is, but he's joined. Forbes is facing the wrong way. I hope Rip Mum doesn't choose a car, because I don't believe he is a driver. I don't believe he is. Anyway, drivers on laps here. DJ Perks is on a lap. It looks like he's got a driver just ahead of him. See how he gets on here into Sector 3, and it looks like he has. He has picked the car. That's Jason. I appreciate that, Grumpy. I appreciate that. Now, do you know what, Grumpy? Grumpy, mate, if you want a ticket, Grumpy, I know you love a report, mate. I think TAR might have incorrectly submitted their team without gamer tags. I mean, let me double check, mate, because I don't remember seeing his gamer tag on the submission. I might be wrong. Let me double check it for you. I know you love a submission, mate. It's a wet one. It is a bit wet, but you know it is. Let me double check. Tier 2 submissions. Tier 2 lineup submissions. TIR. No, they have not put the gamer tags. There you go. There's a few teams that haven't, to be fair. Anyway, Juno sets a middle purple sector. There's a few teams that haven't. I mean, I would have kicked him, me. If he joined the lobby and I was host, I'd have kicked him because I didn't know his gamer tag. Anyway, Louis is coming around the final corner. Is he? No, he's coming into the pits. So Mr. Juno, he set a purple middle sector here. And Mr. Juno Vane, I believe he's done 2 or 3 races before anyway in Tier 2. And he's going to come up to the line now. Is it going to be provisional? No, it's P12. Was it actually purple? Probably Rage, mate. Probably. But, you know, if you penalise one, then they'll all do it, won't they? So it won't be a penalty. It'll just be telling off. But it'll make sure people do it correctly in the future. Okay, Fox Blue currently sat in P3. I believe he's on an in lap here. It looks like someone's taken all the brake boards out there. Does look like he's taken the brake boards out. So Forbes, he's backing out of his lap. I don't know why. Okay, Forbes backed out of his lap, pulled over to the left hand side because he thought the Alpine was on a lap. The Alpine wasn't on a lap, the Alpine was coming out the pits. Well done, Forbes, mate. I appreciate that, Forbes. Moving out the way for him. So, Jake, JD, is on a lap. He has just started one, currently not set a time. 17th is his place at the moment, and Mr. JD in the Red Bull here. Let's see what he can do. You know, you're obviously not going to have the chicane like you have in previous seasons. They changed the track last year to enable more overtakes. Is apparently the objective of changing the track around. You know, a couple of seasons ago it was a boring race. I think Max Verstappen won it in 2020. He won it 2020. Yeah, it was 2020 or 2019. It was just a boring race. I remember watching it. It was awful. There was no overtakes. Killian will know. Killian's a sweat with that. I think it was 2020. I'll stick with it. Yeah, 2020. Anyway, Jake. Purple, middle sector, 52.9. I don't think he's anywhere near Jobby's time. And Jobby, yeah, it was 2020. I appreciate it. Look at that. I've got a good memory. I've got a good memory. I don't think there was a single overtake in that race. It was awful. I fell asleep watching that. Anyway, Jobby's got to be careful. He's got an LP behind him, but no. He is starting his lap. Currently sat in P1. Jobby is. Jack Mack also on a lap. Or is he about to start on one as well? So the BRT drivers both sat in P1 and P7. Both starting a lap pretty much identically. Jobby is just ahead of Jack on the track, and Jobby has invalidated. I assume Jobby will slow down now. Jobby slows down, give Jack a nice tow here. I mean, does Jack want a tow 8 minutes in? Because he's probably not going to get a tow in his final session. So this could be Jack's final run, if that makes sense. It might be and it might not be. He's getting a nice tow. It was an alright tow. But does that make sense? Because if Jack does improve here, I assume Jobby won't be giving him a tow on the final run. So that could be his final, his best chance of getting pole. If I'm talking rubbish, let me know. But I think I'm talking facts here. But anyway, we've got a yellow flag in Sector 2, end of Sector 1, and Jack Mack does set a purple middle sector. That tow helping him out lovely jubbly indeed. So Jack Mack, arguably one of the best Tier 2 drivers we have seen in recent times. He's got a handful of wins, handful of podiums, almost had a championship last season, just missed out. Clever goes pole with a 23.2, but I feel like Jack Mack could be the first driver into the 22s here. I wouldn't be celebrating. Oh my goodness me. He's lucky he's not DNF there, to be honest. He's got no front wing at all. He is clambered over the line. I don't know how he's not invalidated his lap there. Louis goes provisional 23.2. Cheers, Kieran. I mean, if Jack doesn't... Oh, DJ Perks, 23.1. It looked like he invalidated and then he caught a bit of the curb and that was the end of his lap. He did well not to DNF. He did not well not to DNF there. So, drivers on lap 6. Close quality at the top here. It is close quality indeed. Adrian goes into P2. 23.1 as well. Hello, Rick. Is it Rick Grimes? Right, Fox Blue on a lap. Currently sat in P6. He's only 2/10 off here. He's 8 milliseconds up after Sector 1. Is he going to get a tow of his teammate here? I think he might be. And he is getting a tow. So Fox Blue, definitely a driver to keep an eye on here. He's getting a lovely tow down the straight here. Look at it, Mr. Adrian pulling off an absolute worldie. Fox Blue needs to be careful of not getting hampered here. Dirty Air's not going to help him from the Haas here. The Haas pulls over to the side, but might have hampered on a little bit. Might have just hampered on a little bit, but he pulls over to the left-hand side. DRS wide open. You can see the flap there at the back of his car, wide open. So Fox Blue, he's a 10th down on his time, even with a tow. Even with a tow, he's a 10th down on his time. He must have got hampered or something, or he might blame it on a hamper. I don't really know. Yellow flags caused by the Ferrari. He might have run out of fuel. So, Fox Blue, he's into Sector 3, but he is a 10th down after Sector 2. I don't think there's many drivers now out on track. That could be it for the first 2 runs. Fox Blue might come in the pits here. If he's down, he might come in the pits. He's not coming in the pits. He's going to continue. So he must be up on his time then. He must be up on his time. Comes to the line, and he is up ever so slightly. Just about, I'd say. Was that worth staying out for? Probably not. So this is Jason, right? Yeah. Okay. I can't just keep saying his game tag because... You know. I just can't. Right. Fox Blue in lap. Juno Vane is on a lap. Is he? I believe he is. He must be. I can't tell. His ERS is not moving. Hang on. No, he's not on a lap. So that could be it, lads, for your second runs. Unless Jason went up to P14, 23.8. The top 15 separated by 7/10 of a second. That's not bad, is it? It's not bad, really. Code has not set a time yet. Why has he not set a time? I don't know why he's not set a time, lads. Right, so that is it for everyone's second runs done. What is everyone saying in the chat? Apparently Jason was playing FIFA. That's nice. Right then, who is on a lap? Adrian is on his way out. Tommy Real just starting probably his final lap here. It's early. He'll be starting your final lap really, 3 minutes to go with the session. Unless he's fueled for 2 laps. He is up on his time now. He is up on his time. Jason is on in lap. You've got Tommy Real though, who is currently sat in P13 on that hot lap, going down the back straight. He's got a Red Bull just ahead of him. Just ahead of him, that will be Jake. Jake just ahead of him there. He needs to make sure he pulls out the way of Tommy Real's lap, unless he's just going to continue. And hopefully he's ahead of him too much. But Tommy Real, yeah, he pulls over to the side. Good lad, Jake. So Tommy Real here, after 2 sectors, is he up or down on his time? He is 2.5 tenths more than 2.5 tenths up on his time here. It goes a little bit wide through there though, but 2.5 tenths would put Tommy Real into the top 7. So if he finds a bit more time in sector 3, he will jump maybe into the top 5 if he's lucky, because this is probably his final lap, because he's not got enough ERS to go again. So this is the end of Tommy Real's session. It could be a top 5 lap here at the moment. There are still drivers out there. Pretty much everyone is out there, but Tommy to the line, and Tommy goes P7. 23.4, 4 tenths improvement. 4 tenths improvement. So now, this is the crunch time. Adrian is 0.5 tenth up on his time after sector 1. Louis going to be starting his final lap. You've got DJ Perks is going to have to get all the way round the track. He's going to wait for Jake to start his lap, it looks like. We've got teamwork happening down at SLR, and that is Mr. Adrian getting a lovely tow there from Mr. Fox Blue. So Adrian currently sat in P2. We've got Clever turning his car into a lawnmower. Jobby, where's Jobby? He's setting his lap now. You've got Jack Mac on an out lap, but Adrian, the car to keep an eye on here, really is the car to keep an eye on. He's down on his time after sector 2. It's interesting. He had a tow there as well, and he's invalidating his lap. And that is the end for SLI Adrian. That is exactly what Mr. Perks will want to hear. Louis though, after sector 1, 0.5 tenth up on his time after sector 1. That is the improvement he needs to get into the top 2. He needs to find a little bit more to get pole position. After 2 laps though, 2 sectors, not 2 laps, he is over 2 tenths up on his time. We might be seeing a driver into the 22s here, ladies and gentlemen, and it could be Mr. Louis. Apparently, he's been in main team races. Mr. Rage just said he's been filtering into big 2 races. He's been doing decent in main team events, and he's here now in tier 2 showing up. He's got a penultimate corner to nail here, and he's nailed it. He keeps it valid up to the final corner now, and he's going to be probably into the 22s, and Louis to the line he is. It's a 22.9, and that is the time everyone needs to beat there. Mr. Clever invalidated. He'll be starting his lap now. Jobby currently sat in P5. This is going to be the end of Jobby's session, and Jobby is going to put himself, where's he going to go? P2 for Jobby. He goes into P2. Louis, though, is leading the way. DJ Perks is going to get a tow from his teammate all the way down the back straight. Adrian's in the wall. You don't want to be there, so you can't park there. Can't park there. But Mr. DJ Perks, currently sat in P3, needs to be up on his time here. Really does. You've got to keep an eye on Jack Mac, though. Mr. Jack Mac is down on his time. After sector 2, he is down on his time. Fox Blue up on his time. But DJ Perks, currently sat in P3, Let's see where he is after 2 seconds. I'm probably going to lose my voice, lads. I probably am, but it doesn't matter. DJ Perks up to sector 2, and he's half a tenth up in his time. That will maybe put him on the front row of the grid, but may not be. Jack Mack looks like he's hit the wall. He's ghosted, so that'll be the end of his session. Jake has invalidated. Scar invalidated. Rickmum. Jason has ended his session. You've got Wee Callum invalidated, but back up to the top of the field. DJ Perks, is he going to get pole? Is he? We're about to find out soon. Fox Blue goes into P5. Good improvement there. So DJ Perks or Louis, it's one of them for pole position. Is it DJ? Is it Louis? It is Louis on pole position in AEC Tier 2 Round 5. Unless there's a surprise from Coda. That's the end of the session, lads. That is the end. I'm going to go get some water. I'll be back in a minute. Can't part of this, eh? You can't kill. Kieran, I remember when he got pole position. I don't know what race it was. It might have been Austria. That's a guess. It might have been Austria. Rings a bell somewhere. Ask him. See what he says. He'll remember. I can't remember. I just remember he got pole position somewhere. I can't remember. Right. We're ready up in a couple of minutes, lads. Oh my god. Kieran, you can tell Coda to ready up when I tell you. Top man. I've got some water now, I'm all good. Oh. I need more water. So that doesn't happen. Oh, right. That's better. Arsenal are winning. Shock. Admin chat. You can tell him to ready up, Kieran. Mr. Grumpy, are you there? I need to ask you something. I don't think Grumpy's here. Grumpy, during the race, when it's quiet down, I need to ask you something. Or if someone at him and just tell him Tom needs to speak to you. It can wait, to be fair. It's nothing. It's nothing major. Hello, Mano. Anyway, it's AEC, it's Tier 2, it's Round 5. It's Louis on pole position. It's Abu Dhabi, it's Tier 2. Brace yourselves for some action. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5 red lights. And we're away and racing. Scar, drive-through penalty. We don't really see them, but it is tier 2. Who knows? Louis, and down the inside goes Jobby, and Jobby's into P1. They're going to go too wide through turn 1, and Jobby has got the lead. What a start there for Mr. Jobby. There's yellow flag at the back of the field. Looks like Mr. Jason's had a bit of a spin at the back of the field, but Jobby gets a good launch. They've got a drive-through penalty. Jack Mack as well. Has Jack Mack got a penalty as well? He has got a drive-through as well. But Jobby, his teammate, leading the way. Up into sector 2 we go now, and Jobby leading the way. But you've got Louis all over the back of him. All over the back of him. It's like he's got honey on the back of him. He's like a bee. He's all over him here. And Jobby and Mr. Louis, too wide. They're going to go too wide here. And there's a bump and a bump and a bump from Mr. DJ Perks. And Louis has got the lead back. It's all happening at the back of the field, lads. Absolutely all happening. And Jobby, he wants his back, lads. I'm probably going to lose my voice by lap 1 here, but it doesn't matter because this is entertainment. This is bloody brilliant now, Mr. Jobby going to go round the outside here. You've got movement at the back here. You've got Clever going to go too wide with Adrian, but back up here, Jobby and Louis putting a show on for the fans after lap 1 here, and it looks like Louis is going to lead it after lap 1. God blimey, lads. God blimey. What a start there. Right, we've got all the deltas sorted. Happy days. Happy days. Right. And calm. Oh, Jason's gone again, and he might have damage. He doesn't have damage from what I've seen. So, Scar, drive-through penalty. Jack Mack also drive-through penalty. You don't normally see that, but you do see it because did they qualify next to each other? I assume it was something like that, because that would be the only real explanation for that, really. Clever though, looking for a move. He's looking for a Fox Blue also on the mediums. A yellow flag at the back, and it's all going Pete Tong for the TIR boys. It is all going up in absolute flames. Here, Wild Storm. Look at he's gaining on Tommy, really. He is on the mediums, but can't get a move done here. So Mr. Dammy, though, is going to go down the inside of Wee Callum, and Wee Callum cannot defend this one. He's going to try and go back round the outside of him. He can't, though. He's going to have to defend the car behind him, which is Mr. Coda, who's up 5 positions after lap 1. Midfield, though, look at it here. Mr. Juno Vane now all over the back of Mr. Brown, and Mr. Brown has got to be careful because Juno's going to go up the inside, as you know. He's not. He thought better of it and stays there, but Mr. Jacob Brown is going to try it on the back of Jake, and Jake has got enough speed up the corner and stays ahead of him. Back down here. Oh, there might have been contact there between Callum and Dammy. I did see the end of it. He might have just spun on his own, but I believe there might have been contact there. There might have been a little bit of contact. So, 2 laps down. Louis holds the lead. Jobby did get him though, but has lost the lead back. And then, yes, it filters as follows. We'll just check positions gained after lap 1. It's not really changed in the top 8, really. Only Fox Blue and Adrian have switched positions. The biggest gainer is Coda. He's up 6. He is up 6 positions. It might be 7 here. It might be 7. He's all over the back of Callum. Go back up to the top, and you've got Tommy Real losing the position. So, yeah, Mr. Coda, currently driver of the day, up 6 positions. Not too bad. So, back up to the top, and you've got Fox Blue again on these mediums. He really needs to make work of these mediums if he can. You know, it's not long before these will start to fall off. I remember in previous years, a 2-stop was quicker than a 1-stop. I don't believe that is the case now. I think every track is hard medium, to be honest. But maybe some teams are going to try the old little 2-stopper. Try and change it up a little bit and see what they can do from there. And if they can, you know, if they can. So gap to the leader. The people who are drive-throughs, Jack and Scar, have felt the pinch a little bit from that. So, 3 laps down, and it is starting to heat up because we've got a bit of a train forming. Well, do you know what, lads? I say a bit of a train. From P1 all the way down to Mr. Coda in P14, we have got a DRS train. All the way down to P14. Anyway, Fox Blue, you need to make your mediums work, son. If you want to make this strategy work. Same goes for Wild Storm and Jake. You really want to get a move done on these mediums ASAP Rocky. If you can, and Fox Blue, he's just not close enough and he's stuck in a DRS train, so he's going to start to feel the pinch. Soon enough, maybe in a few laps time, those mediums will start to fall off a little bit and the hard runners will pull away. But anyway, talking of medium runners, Jake is a medium runner. He's going to go down the inside of Tommy Reel here. Bumps him, for a matter of fact, goes up the inside of him and Tommy Reel can't defend it. Needs to back out of it and does just about back out of it. And Jake is into P8 now. Ah, Grumpy's here. Hello, Grumpy. How do you do your submissions? Because it's weird, is what I'm going to ask you. Do you do it like on your phone or your computer or something? Because it comes up letters and all. It's weird. Anyway, Tommy Reel. Oh, that's unfortunate. Jake was spinning there and Tommy just gone into the side of him there. Not a lot Jake could do. There goes. Not a lot Tommy could do. Here, Tommy also going there as well. Oh, blimey. I'll explain to you after, Grumpy. I'll explain to you after. Oh, Jake, he's gone. He is gone. His tyres, obviously a little bit overheating or something going on there. Might be setup related, to be honest. It might be setup related where his tyres are just overheating a little bit too much. And that is the end for Jake. He drops down to P14. Needs to be careful through these corners though. But his tyres will still be a little bit hot, so just keep an eye on him. As he goes through here, he needs to be careful because his tyres will be cooked. But he's done okay. So the first 3-second penalty of the race goes to the person who currently sat in last position, and that is TIR Jason. Early one, because we've only had 4 laps of race. We've only had 4 laps. And he's already got a penalty. So that's that. Jacob Brown looks like he went off the track a little bit there, and Juno would have seen that when a bit of toe braking from Tommy. Tommy's tried to break the toe and Jacob Brown is going to not launch an attack on him. He couldn't, he was a little bit too far away. And Jacob has to stay into P9. It's not changed at the top of the field for a while here. Jack Mack though does get a move there on One Eye, and One Eye going to try and get it back on him if he can, but One Eye might have a bit of damage. He's got a lot of understeer there through the turn, and double check. No, it looks all okay. Maybe, I don't know. It just looked like it had a little bit of understeer, and again a little bit, you know. Yeah, he seems to be struggling a little bit. There's One Eye just watching his car, and yeah, he is struggling. Yeah, he is. Anyway, he is on the back of Jack Mack, back up to the top of the field. What is happening? Not a lot, lads. It's a massive DRS train. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to spice it up and make it sound interesting. Fox Blue's trying to make it interesting though, isn't he? He is trying to make it interesting as much as he can. He's going to launch it from about 5/10 back here on the back of DJ Perks. And Fox Blue can't get a move done, but someone who might get a move done is Jobby. Jobby, DRS wide open from here. He's going to surely go round the outside of Louis here. And he is. He's going to try it round the outside of Mr. Louis. He can't get the move done. He might get a better exit though. And he is all over the back here of Louis, putting the pressure on DJ Perks and Mr. Fox Blue. They're going to go too wide here. They need to be careful. No collisions. No collisions. It's on standard damage. Oh my God. DJ Perks barges his way past Fox Blue there. Elbows out and all that. And DJ is into P3. So, let's see how this unfolds. Wildstorm. Putting his hand in P7. He's on the mediums. Those mediums are starting to feel the heat though. You can see it. DJ Perks, he got ahead of Fox Blue and there's now 8/10 ahead of him. And Adrian, he's got Mr. Fox Blue in his sights here, and you'd maybe expect a bit of team orders shortly. Maybe. We'll see how that unfolds. We shall see how that unfolds. Maybe with Jamie and Wee Callum as well. Maybe some team orders down the line. Forbes gets a penalty. That's the second person now. And he's in P19 as well. So Jason is currently at P20. And you've got Forbes in P19. The two drivers who get penalties. Anyway, DRS open again for Jobby. Doesn't get a good exit though. And that is probably going to keep Louis ahead of him. Unless Jobby can launch an attack, but I think he's too far back, lads. too far back here for an overtake for Jobby. We're through lap 7 now of 29, and it's been quiet for a few laps here. You're having maybe one overtake a lap, lads, if you're lucky, to be honest. If you're lucky. And it is because of the DRS train that has formed. You've got one from P1 down to P8, and then you've got one from P8 all the way down to P14. You're not going to get a lot of overtakes, fellas. And that is just the way it is. A bit of a track extension for Jake there. Probably got himself a warning, I'd assume. A warning of some sort. So yeah, through lap 8 now, starting. And you've got, yeah, team orders there between Callum and Jamie. I did expect that. It looked like Callum was just showing a little bit more pace than Jamie. As I say that, Callum goes off the track a little bit there. Did well not to crash, because that is a sausage curb in a way, where you can go off the track and spin and all sorts can happen to you. Anyway, Louis, he's starting to put the burners on a bit, but with DRS, Jobby is just going to close right back up to him. That's what I feel like Jobby's hanging on here. I might be wrong. I might be wrong here. It looks like Jobby, he's not close enough for an attack here, but he might want to. He might want to try sooner or later, try and get an overtake done if he can. You can see through the rear view of Louis here that Jobby is gaining all the way through DRS zones, but now there's no DRS until the back straight. We'll see the gap grow. As I say that, Louis has a snap of oversteer, and Jobby's going to be right into the back of him here. So yeah, we'll see what the gap is at the DRS point. It's currently at 4/10, and we'll just see what it is then. That'll make it clear to you if he's hanging on with DRS or not. So medium tyres for Wildstorm and Fox Blue. He's holding on. He is holding on. He is just about. When did mediums come in, lads? Does anyone know? I feel like someone will know the answer to that. When the medium drivers are going to come in pit. I'd expect it not to be too long, to be honest. I can't see it being many more, maybe 3 laps, 4 laps max. So yeah, Jobby 8/10 back with DRS, so he's losing about 4 or 5 tenths in the first sector where there is no DRS, from my observations. So Jobby is hanging on in there with DRS, and you know what? Fair play to him. He's doing a yellow flag though, lads, and that is Jason. It's not Jason, it's One Eye. It is One Eye, and One Eye has gone round there. It has been a disaster for TAR right now. A disaster. So, Jobby, he has closed the gap to 6/10 now. Does Louis have enough though to break the DRS? Weak Helen all over the back here now of Mr. Coda, and Coda, he can't really defend this. He can now. What do I know? He can defend it. Go! Oh my! Callum makes the damage is on standard. Oh, Jobby's had a moment at 1.2 seconds. Callum is dangerous driving it. He's going to go up the inside of Coda. Coda fighting for his life here. Yeah, Jobby's had a moment, and DJ Perks is going to be all over the back of him here. DJ Perks is going to be all over the back of him, and Louis is 1.4 seconds out in the lead. So that's fair enough to him. We'll go back up to the top of the field because Jobby could be under pressure here. He could be under a bit of pressure because Jobby will not have DRS, and we're going to watch it through the rear wing, and you'll just be able to see how much DJ is gaining, and he's gaining all the while down the straight here, and he's gaining and gaining and gaining. We're going to flip it to DJ, and he's not going to get him here, but there's a DRS straight or a curvature right now, and I think DJ will be into P2 here if he has a good exit. He doesn't get a good exit. He doesn't, and he's going to stay in P3, I think. He's not close enough for an overtake. Someone who is close enough for an overtake, though, is Mr. Adrian. He overtakes his teammate. There's a yellow flag. And that is Mr. Jake. And Jake has a moment, and he's not got any damage, but he drops down to P15. So, we're through 9 laps now. On to the 10th lap. We are here. And SLR doing a decent job. Notice that P4 and P5, you know, they're just picking up good points, SLR. Jamie, 3-second penalty there. Oh dear, oh dear. Louis is pulling out ahead now. Jobby was hanging on there with DRS, and as soon as he lost it, that is it. Louis penalty! Oh, that's massive. That is massive. Jake penalty. Oh, they're all happening now. We've got a yellow flag. It's Louis! Oh my goodness me! He gets a penalty. He was leading the race, and he has just lost the lead like that. And we might have a new leader, because DJ will have DRS here. And out of absolutely nowhere, we have a new leader of the race. Louis looks like he's going to get Wildstorm. Oh my goodness me. Would you Adam and Eve it? So DJ, he needs a good exit here if he can get one. And he's not had a good exit again, really. He is closer though. He is closer, but he doesn't want to risk it here. He's not close enough for an overtake. SLR 3 and 4 though. Fox Blue on the mediums on the alternate strategy. Who knows how that's going to play out from but Mr. Louis. The race was in his mercy, really. He was 1.7 seconds ahead, got a penalty and spun it on his own. Oh dear. So, DJ Perks, look how close he is now. He is all over the back here of Jobby, entering lap number 12. It is such a close race, but there's no overtaking. It's just a massive DRS train. It is literally just a massive DRS train. And to be honest, the alternate strategy might be the play here. Fox Blue might win this race, lads. I'm going to call it after lap 12. You know, you've got it there. Fox Blue is going to go onto the hard tyre. He's going to probably undercut them by what? 3 seconds? Nah, maybe not 3 seconds. But a bit, right? Say 2 seconds, maybe. I don't know. My money's going to go on Fox Blue here. Anyway, DJ Perks, it looks like he's had another bad exit. He has had a bad exit because Adrian's all over the back of him. Another bad exit for DJ Perks when he had the lead there, DRS and Adrian. And this is going to leave Jobby out in front here. And DJ Perks, what are you doing, man? You can't do that, DJ, son. Gives Adrian a lovely few nudges there. Adrian had the outside line. And DJ needs to be careful, mate. You don't want to ruin your race by stopping Adrian. And he does hold the lead here. But with some aggressive defending, I must say. Some aggressive defending. Oh, he has a moment and Adrian's going to go flying past him here. Or is he? Is he going to go past him? We're about to find out. It looks like he's been forced off track this time, Adrian has. Fox Blue. Here we go then. He drops, he's into the pits. Fox Blue's into the pits for Adrian now. Jobby 1.5 seconds out in front. I feel like Perks needs to be careful here. And pole was a point. Oh, I forgot. It was a 22.9 or something. Here we go then. So DRS will be open for Adrian here. And we'll see if he can get the move done this time round. A bad exit for DJ. DJ's not having good exits here. He really isn't. And he's flashing. And this should be an easy overtake for Adrian. He's going to go up the inside of him. And he's into P2. Everyone. So after 12 laps, DJ is into P3 now. You've got Louis now, who was leading the race, into P5 on the back of Clever. DJ doesn't get a good exit again. Oh my goodness me, I don't know what he's doing with his exits here. But he is gaining with DRS on the back of Adrian. Adrian also closing in on Jobby, trying to get back into DRS if he can. And yeah, so here we go then. Mr. Fox Blue, did he come out in traffic? No, he's come out in clean air. Fox Blue comes out in clean air. So here we go then. Yellow flag, and that is Richmond, that is Jason. He has a moment there. So Adrian now, will he have DRS? He might do. He might have closed in enough here. Mr. Scar and Jamie have a moment. Looks like they're going to go too wide here through sector 3. And Jamie stays in P13. He goes. Adrian has gained DRS advantage here if he can hold it through sector 1 on the back of Jobby. And here we go then, because DRS will be open for Adrian. Is he close enough for an overtake though? He has not got any DRS to play with. Adrian now really has gained here on the back of Jobby. DRS will be open. I think he's too far away though, lads. I think he's a bit too far away. But he will have DRS on the next straight. And that straight is right next to it. A couple of corners away from the next one here. And we might have a new leader of the race here. Is he close enough to launch an overtake on the back of Jobby? Adrian here, he might be close enough, lads. He's gaining on the back of Jobby, but I don't think he is. ERS is turned off here. And that will be him. So Scar looks like he's... Oh, Scar. Oh dear, oh dear. It's not gone well for Scar. And Jake, should be an easy overtake for Jake, really. Should be. Scar somehow has DRS. I don't know how Scar has DRS, but he does. So Adrian, where did Adrian qualify? He qualified in P4. And he might be in P1 on the next lap here. He might be in P1 after next lap. Louis has come in. He is going to be doing 14 laps on the mediums. That is a lot. That is a lot. But hey, what do I know? Fox Blue is coming out now. And has he jumped Louis? I think he might have. I think Fox Blue is going to jump Louis here. He was already ahead of Louis, wasn't he? I think he was. Anyway, Dammy hits the fastest lap. There's yellow flag. Oh, one eye's DNF. That's going to be a safety car. It is a safety car. Oh dear, oh dear. So who has been fucked here then? There's a few drivers that have been fucked here. Fox Blue has, I believe. Yep, Fox Blue will be. Louis will be. It means a few drivers are back in the race though. I mean, Jack's back in the race now after his drive-through. Is anyone going to stay out? Surely not, right? No one's going to stay out in the top 8. No, everyone's coming in. GSR are going to double stack here. Unless Jacob Brown was slowing down on purpose. I don't know. Yeah, he's been held maybe a second longer, Jacob has. So, here we go then. Here goes Fox Blue. Fox Blue, how many positions has he lost? Fox Blue is fucked, isn't he? I think Fox Blue has had it here. He is going to drop a lot of positions. But here we go. Without the safety car, he might have, Manu. He might have. What's everyone said? Louis crossed the pit entry. To be fair, we didn't put any track notes up, to be fair, lads. But let me see if he got a warning for it. I assume he would have, if he'd have got, did he get a warning? Corner cutting. You got a warning, lads. You can't do anything, lads. He got a corner cutting pen. Warning, so. It looks like he did. Unless he got it... Hang on. Let me double check. Where is he? View lap times. It doesn't tell you what sector he got the warning on, but... I don't know, it's plain. Just submit it, mate. They'll have a look at it, lad. They'll have a look at it. See what it is. 3-0 half time. Odegaard got 2. I've got him in my fantasy team. Good lad. Right, safety car should come in this lap, lads. Right, where are we? Arsenal running what they are, planes. Planes, I remember you. It's just come to me now why I remember you. And I feel like you'll know why I remember you as well. Call me exotic, okay. Exotic. Well, safety car's coming in. Why do you remember me? Because you were the guy who got a puncture at France on the last lap. And then you tried to, then Grumpy tried to submit a penalty claim that it wasn't your fault why you cut the corner or something. I remember. Anyway, safety car is in and Jobby is leading the way here, but Adrian, he was showing good pace and so was Perks. If Perks can sort his exits out, he'll win this. But he doesn't. And Jobby has gone. Perks is all over the back here. He got Clever as well. Fox Blue is going to drop like a stone here. Fox Blue will probably be outside the top 10 in the next few laps. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yes, we have started now and you've got movement happening at the back of the field already. Forbes and Jake gets ahead of Mr. Forbes. You've got Louis moving up on the inside of Mr. Fox Blue, and Fox Blue is dropping here. I said he was going to. And he's already down a position. Tommy Real is trying to get him moved on the back of him if he can, but he's not close enough. Adrian is close enough on the back of Jobby here, but there's no DRS until lap 20. It looks like he's had a better exit than Jobbo, and DJ Perks once again doesn't have a good exit. You've got Scar making moves on the back here, but Adrian is going to probably be into P1 here, and here we go then round the outside of Jobby he goes. Going to maybe go for a bit of a switch back up the inside if he can. But it looks like Jobby is going to hold it. Purple middle sector for Adrian. He is showing good pace here. Adrian needs to be careful. Don't lunge anything silly. And he's going to stay in P2. It's all happening here. You've got Jamie and Scar. This is probably going to end up in Scar's. Oh my God, Scar, where are you going, son? Launching it around the outside of Jamie here. Poor blimey, lads. Adrian is my favourite academy driver. I don't really know who my favourite will be, to be honest. I am a Coda fan, just from the AEM days, to be honest. Mano. Rip AEM, love AEM. AM till I die, I'm AM till I die. I know I am, I'll show I am, I'm AM till I die. Adrian gonna launch it up the inside here. Absolute sends one up the inside. Jobby is gonna try and hold it round the outside if he can, and he does hold it round the outside again. And Mr. Jobby, he is fighting for his fucking life here. Is Mr. Jobby here, and Adrian is gonna try it round the outside again. He doesn't have the luxury of the slipstream now. He's moved round the outside of him, and can Jobby hold it again and again? He is oh, he's been tagged by DJ. DJ's gone straight into the back there of Adrian. He probably should give the position back. If I'm Perks, I'm giving that position back. Is he going to give it back? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him a couple more corners. I'll give him one more corner. One more. All right, benefit, one more, right. Now move out the way and let him pass. Do you know what, Perks, mate? Give him one more. All right, at the line, move out the way and let Adrian go. At the line. Right, that's a pen, then, isn't it? It's a pen, then, isn't it? It's a pen. It's a pen. Oh, well. DJ, mate, I just moved out because then you wouldn't get a pen. But now you're going to get a pen. Oh, well. It is what it is. Oh, well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, Adrian, DRS wide open front, but DJ also has DRS as well. Could be a little penalty coming from Mr. DJ. If I am going to have a word with the stewards, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't really think there's anything that would argue it not happening. I mean, Radar's on board with Adrian. He has a bad exit there, though. And Louis also has a bad exit as well. DJ is gaining on Jobby here. And this could be DJ into P1 here. He's going to try it round the outside of Jobby, but with Jobby defending like a titan he is. And Jobby is not giving up on this P1 today, let me tell you. He's going to fight for everything here. And there's 9 laps to go with the race, and Jobby is not going to let this up here. He is going to try and hold P1. What a view this is, by the way. I wouldn't be surprised, Reg. Mano, maybe. I don't know. He's not been having good ones today, let me tell you. Can we just keep it on this view forever? I like it like this. Oh. Anyway, DJ Perks, currently sat in P2, will have DRS on the back of Jobbo when he gets the chance. And that chance will be in a couple of corners times. And he is within range here to launch an attack on Jobby. And Jobby, he got the lead at the start of the race. He got it. He had a good launch on Louis. Held it for about 2 corners, he did. And then he had a moment. We've got a yellow flag. Jamie had a moment. And I'm talking about Jobby here. So Jobby got the lead. Louis got it back. Louis then had a 1.7 second gap on him at one point. He then got a penalty, did Louis. Louis then spun it. And Jobby has led every single lap since the spin. And looks like Louis and Adrian are battling. Adrian's ghosted. There might have been contact there. But DJ is coming. DJ is on his way here. Jobby, can Jobby defend for what must be the 15th lap in a row here? And it looks like he will. It looks like he's going to hold him again. And I don't know what Jobby's got, mate. He must have had his Weetabix this morning, because he is battling hard. Let me tell you, Wee Callum going to go up the inside of Jake here. And can he hold it up the inside? He's going to make contact, almost makes contact, backs out of it. And Mr. Jake gets him back into P15. The amount of times we give him back and still give him with a pen, I told him to full sends. Fair dues. Fair dues. Anyway. So, at the top of the field we go. Jobby leads again. Another lap here. We had a spin from Louis. And Louis is doing good here. Jack Mack also doing good after the little drive through here. And might be trying to get an attack on Juno. But we need to watch the top here, lads. We need to watch the top. Is DJ Perks close enough here? Is he close enough here? I don't know. I've been saying he is the past few. Here's a moment, DJ. Bad exit. What have I been saying all race? DJ, he can't get his exits right. I don't know what he's doing. He has a bad exit there, and Adrian now back into P2. So Mr. DJ is going to have to stay in P3, it looks like. No, he doesn't. Oh, my God. Juno Vane has crashed, and we've got a safety car, but what is DJ doing? We've got a safety car. Oh my God, that car is awful. That's just in the middle of the track. How has he crashed there? G pit for softs, lads. Literally, Kiwi. I mean, that's 2 5-second penalties that I've just seen back to back, mate. There's definitely not a desync, planes. There's definitely not a desync, plane. You don't pick Bold, he says. We have a defence. Grumpy, there's no defence. He did not break in time and he spun Adrian. There's no defence. I'm not hearing it. Don't even send a defence in. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. I don't need to. Right then. We have a few people pitting here. Soft tyres, is it, lads? Adrian's lagging like a cunt. Doesn't look like it. I'll just go behind him. I'll go behind on Jacob's stream. Pov. Doesn't look like it, mate. If I'm being honest with you. There's no point, Grumpy. There's no point, fella. Anyway. Baldy, it's been the same for the old race, mate, to be honest. Jobbo's won, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for attending. I mean, he's had a good race, Kenty, to be fair. I've been impressed with him today. People have to do a lot for me to be a fan of you. But I'm a fan of Jobby now. I think he's one of my favourites right now. I'm not going to lie. He probably is. Jack could get a top 5 here, you know. Even though he had a drive-through. Louis got a penalty. Jacob's got a pen. DJ is most definitely getting a penalty of some sort. Probably 10 seconds. Jack... Ooh, I thought he was going to go into the back end then. What's Jason doing here? Why is he pitting again? Hello, Risks. You alright, mate? Literally, Mano. I could just see Adrian just straight lining everyone now. Adrian's arguably been one of the quickest on track today. Arguably. Oh. Bloody hell. That was close. That was close. It's a great question, Baldy. It's a great question, mate. I don't know. Anyway, safety car should come in. We're going to have Jobby leading the race here. Oh, Brown spawned on the safety car. Oh, he's lost all his wing as well. That is... Safety car might stay out now, you know. It might stay out for another lap because of that. I wouldn't be surprised if it stayed out for another lap. It looks like he is lifting up. Oh dear. I'll see if there was a contact from Rage there. I'll have a look, fella. It looks like he's spun on the safety car, Cosmo. There's no contact thing that I can see. And he's into the pits. What is Jason doing? He's pitting again. You don't get points for most pit stops, mate. He's on a bloody four-stopper. He's on a bloody four-stopper. Right then. It looks like we're going to have 4 laps of racing, lads. 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, we'll have 4 laps of racing. Okay. Okay. I'd feel bad for Jobby if he didn't win, to be honest, but I do fear for his life. I feel like DJ might kill him. But that's just from what I've seen. And I feel like there will be a BRT explosion. I mean, Jack has got a very good chance of getting a top 5 here, you know. Very good chance. Don't you dare say that, Neon. Don't you dare, son. It is coming in, but you're going to give me PTSD with that. Not like last season. Right then. Here we go. 4 laps of racing. Jobby. I'm not biased, lads, but I kind of want Jobby to win now. I'm not going to lie to you. I just think he deserves it. As a neutral fan, which I am, I think he just deserves it. So here we go then. DJ in P2. He is chasing down Jobby. It looks like Louis has been napping a little bit there. He's dropped off a few tenths of a second behind him. Adrian Wash, no goals. He got hit. And Tommy Reel now all over the back of Adrian. Maybe he is washed. But then DJ Perks, he's going to try and launch an attack here on Jobby. Needs to make sure he breaks at the right point, and he does. Jake is moving up a little bit here. You've got Louis with a penalty who was leading the race. Forbes is going to keep dropping, so we're not going to watch him. He's just going to keep dropping loads of positions. And Jamie looks like he's dropped a couple there as well. It looks like DJ is gaining on Jobby. He is gaining. He's not going to go for it here, though. He breaks early this time around. But can DJ get a good exit? And he can! For once in his life, DJ gets a good exit and he's all over the back here of Jobby. But Jobby defending once again like an absolute titan. Mr. Jobby here is defending all race. He's led pretty much every lap of the race here. He needs to be careful. He has got DJ round the outside of him, and Jobby gets a good exit here. And Mr. DJ Perks and Jobby going to go too wide. DJ's got it though. I think DJ's just about got it. Gets forced off a little bit there, does Jobby. And DJ Perks is into P1. Jobby loses the position. Louis is now into P3, and DJ is probably going to try and pull away if he can. So Jake on the softs, the quickest driver up there on the softs at the moment. He is currently behind E.T. Scar, who did have a drive-through at the start of the race. So did Mr. Jatnak. He also had a little drive-through as well. I don't really know how. I've never seen him do that before. But yeah, he got a drive-through, same as Scar. I assume they qualified near each other and one triggered the other or something like that. But anyway, Mr. Louis on the back of Jobby, and Jobby looks like he's just dropping off a little bit here. He looks like he's just dropping off a little bit. He needs to stay in DRS for the next lap if he can here. And Louis gaining on the back of Jobby, and he is gaining. Look at the straight line speed that Louis has here. He's gaining and gaining and gaining, and Jobby, he might not be able to defend this, and he can't defend this. Up the inside goes Louis. Jobby now has the inside line if he can defend it. There's a bump, and Louis goes off the track to completely overtake. And that is maybe a bit naughty. Adrian also gets Jobby as well, and Jobby's dropping positions, everyone. He is dropping positions. He's going to try it round the outside of Adrian here. Adrian might win this race, lads. Adrian might win this race here. Jobby's going to try it up the inside now. He will have the inside line on Adrian, but Jobby's going to lose out on the position. And Adrian, he might win this race here. There's a yellow flag at the back, and that is for Mr. Forbes. Adrian now, with the penalty to Louis and the penalty that DJ potentially might receive, Adrian could win this race. Oh, what has happened here? Jack Mack, Clever, and Tommy Reel. And Jacob's retired on track, maybe. Has he retired on track? No, he's crashed out. No. No, he's retired on track. He has retired on track. Jack Mack, Jacob Brown, and Tommy Reel. I don't even know what I've just seen, lads. We've got another yellow flag at the back of the field. Oh my God. Right, back up to the top here. 2 laps to go with the race, lads. Louis is chasing down DJ here, but with that penalty, he might not get it here. He might not get it. And DJ, Mr. Coda, he qualified at P20, lads. Mr. Coda qualified in P20, he's up to P6. He might even get top 5 with the penalties around him here. Coda is on an absolute worldie here. But Adrian could win this race. I've said it now. He genuinely could win this race here, and we're in. So a lap and a half of the race to go. DJ Perks is leading the race, but with a potential penalty coming his way after a bit of contact with Adrian. Wouldn't it be sweet for Adrian to win this race after all of the contact he received on those booty? It just might play out that way. Who knows how this end is going to feel here. So Mr. Scar losing a position to Mr. Wildstorm gets a penalty. We are now entering the final lap of the race. 29 out of 29. DJ Perks leads us with Louis, who did qualify in pole position. But with that penalty, he's going to drop down to maybe out. Oh, it's going to be close, but he probably took P4. If I'm being honest, Jobby will get the podium if he holds where he is. Adrian could potentially win the race. So DJ Perks now, he's got to be thinking, what if I let Adrian go after the first contact? I wonder. So here we go then. Jamie, pole position. What am I talking? Fastest lap. Mr. Jamie, fastest lap there. Won't get the point now. I don't know who he took it off. Adrian was gaining on Louis, but maybe Adrian knows. Maybe Adrian knows not to be silly here. Maybe Adrian is just going to play it sensible. I would if I'm Adrian. I'm just going to play it sensible. But we're going to see here. If Adrian launches it, you know what he's trying to do. I think Adrian knows. Mr. Jobby going to go up. There's Jake, who's on the soft tyres, and Jobby now, he needs to make sure he's going to get this podium position. He should do. Jobby and Jake. Jake goes up the inside, and Jobby's not going to be able to defend this one. And Jake is into P4. You've got Callum and Wildstorm battling. But back up to the top of the field, lads. DJ Perks, it's a sceptical win. It is. I've got to say it, lads, from what I've seen. But he is going to take the checkered flag. If he holds it after the end of stewarding, I'd be surprised. Louis gets P2 but drops down to P4. You got Coda gets P5 after qualifying and P20. P20 to P5. Fair play, Mr. Coda. There, you've got Jobby gets the podium. Louis P4. Fox Blue P6. Callum 8. You've got Damian 9. Wildstorm 10. And as it follows, I don't know what happened there between Jack Mack, Tommy and Brown. I have no idea. But yes, lads, that is the end of the race. We'll catch you tomorrow for Tier 1. Cool, blimey. It all kicked off at the end there. It all kicked off here. Okay. What's the chat saying? Jobbo, Rob, baddies, nobodies. I don't want to hear of it. It's how it goes, isn't it? It's how it goes. So DJ Perks gets the win. I'm going to say it again. I'd be surprised if he holds it. But yeah, we'll see how that unfolds. Adrian, P2, you got Jobby in P3. And then, yeah, the rest is follows down there. Jobby, absolutely, Neil. Absolutely, mate. So there you go. That is the end of Tier 2. And I will catch you tomorrow for... Well, actually, no, I won't catch you tomorrow. I won't catch you tomorrow. Because I'm at the Liverpool game. I think it's Greenhorn tomorrow. So yeah, he'll talk you through the race tomorrow, and I'll catch you. We've even upped it to standard damage as well, Kiwi. We've even upped it to standard. Right, I'll catch you tomorrow, fellas. I won't. Greenhorn will. Adios.